What makes a good, long-lasting friendship?
Oh, wait, I could tell that easily.
What?
Whenever
Financial
no
benefit.
no financial benefit.
Wow.
Hello and welcome to the Abroad Japan podcast. Probably the best way of learning about life in Japan.
Probably.
Without actually being in Japan. But we're back. We're ready to go. How you doing, Ryotaro? Welcome to my hotel room.
Yes, as always. Same shit, same chair. And I'm fucking sitting on this, like, the suitcase, what again?
If you're watching on
something.
YouTube, Ryotaro is on, like, the thing you use to dry clothes. It's the only chair we had.
Exactly.
It was either that or the bed. And me and you sitting on a bed for 20 minutes is not the sort of podcast
We had
I
a
want.
rumor, like, when we actually filmed the first, like, onsen video or something.
Yeah.
There's so many comments, like, going out.
Yeah, it was. We forget about that, didn't we?
Just rewatch it.
Gosh, me and you.
Leave a
no.
comment.
Oh. But anyway, last episode, Ryotaro and I talked about politics. It was
Yes,
very,
we did.
It was surprisingly, it was more interesting than I thought it was going to be. Because no, I didn't know you've met the guy who's likely to be the Prime Minister. Your dad, of course, was the governor of Miyagi.
Not governor, but the state politician, yes.
The state politician.
Governor is like a president. Is like governor politician.
He was an important man. And Ryotaro didn't follow in his footsteps. He instead made a YouTube channel.
And filming with you. Sometimes being a cameraman.
I dare it. But it was a good episode. Japan and the UK are going under. They are going under.
Yeah,
They're
great recession.
going through a lot of changes at the moment, and we sort of touched on those. Go back and listen to that, watch it. That was a good one. But today we've got a Q&A.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Well, I've got the questions for you here.
Yeah.
I will say credit where it's due to Ryotaro, though we give him a lot of grief. He is quite insightful. You know your stuff.
My stuff.
Well, you know like Japanese culture.
Oh
better than
yeah,
anyone I know.
because just I get asked many questions, right? Because I've been abroad like 10 years.
You've been
outside
abroad
Japan.
a lot.
Yeah, abroad a lot. So therefore, I get asked a lot of questions.
You've had the sort of outside
so I had to
perspective as well.
answer those questions. So that's how I.
But like,
look it up.
I think we're always impressed by just you know the why behind everything. You know what underpins. Whereas when I ask Natsuki, he's like, "Why can't I?" and lights a cigarette. When I ask him the intricacies of Japanese culture, you each have your own good points and bad. But anyway, so I've got some questions
yeah.
from folks. These are from Instagram.
Yes.
The best and brightest. So thank you to all of you following on Instagram.
Thank
if you
you.
don't, please do. And our first question is, what was your life like back when you were in your 20s?
In 20s.
In your 20s.
All right.
Well, I mean, you were around for the 1920s. Tell us
Yeah.
about that.
So, starting from when I was 20, let's remember, I was in the UK.
Oh,
I was
no.
at uni, so I was in the UK, living in, where was I? Bayswater. Yeah.
London.
I mean, when things were a lot cheaper than now, of course,
Yes.
right? And then the yen was stronger. So I was there, I was going to university, and then, clubbing, pubbing and clubbing. Like checking everything, every single phrases in timeout. What's going on that weekend?
Right.
And so so like my regular was at the Ministry of Sound.
Oh wow.
Elephant Castle.
I think that's long gone
And
now.
it's long
The
gone.
90s clubbing culture.
Yeah, so I was there.
So to answer, you were in a nightclub in London,
Pubbing and clubbing.
having read the Time Out magazine.
Exactly. And then,
Very good.
Yeah, and then I moved to Australia when I was 24, I guess.
So,
No, sorry.
20 years old, you were in London.
20 years old, I was in London. And 22, I moved to Germany. And 25, I moved to Australia.
And when did you come back to Japan?
26.
Fucking hell. It's a lot easier for me. 22 Japan, 35 Japan. That's cool though, you saw a lot.
Yeah, so that was like 20s was the year, that decade was the year that I moved around so much.
Do you ever regret not staying in Australia or Germany or the UK?
Well, my last year abroad was in Australia, right? It was in Sydney. I was working already. I was working in an IT company.
Yeah.
A company called Support Solutions. And I don't know if it's still there though. I actually went to, it was in a place called Hornsby in Sydney. I think whoever watching this channel from Australia
someone,
would definitely, Hornsby. So I was there, the place called Hunter Street. It's like a main road, right?
Right.
Hornsby. So I was there to Support Solutions. Just check out whoever who's
Somebody
watching.
in Hornsby is
Yeah,
watching.
and it's like, but it's there. And then I was there as the IT engineer, and that actually led me to hired by the Barclays as
the Barclays.
Well, it's the British.
Right.
Looks like this. Look, that's this. It's the same
blue
color.
logo.
The same color. Anyway, but yeah.
But do you wish sometimes you'd stayed in Australia, become an Australian man?
And the reason why I talked about the company was like they actually offered to stay and because I was at the working holiday that day, or that year, to give me the working permit, the issue working permit. But then I said no,
and then you left
because I was about 10th year abroad, and somehow I had this fear of not being Japanese anymore, because I left Japan when I was 15 and I was 25 already, and when I at the time
crikey.
So I was like, because whenever I went back to Japan,
by that point you'd spent half
of my life in somewhere else, and then whenever I went back to Japan, and I was like, people think, oh, I never thought that way. I was like, oh, really? It was like everything I said was surprise to whoever I was speaking to in Japan. Because I mean, internet wasn't then so much spread yet. So
Japan, I mean, we take that for granted these days that you could look up any place in the world.
AI, whatever, right?
But back then, I suppose people in Japan wouldn't have travelled.
Exactly. So that actually made me put in the situation, like kind of identity crisis, a little bit, just a little bit. Am I what?
Right.
So then to actually not recover, but to find myself again, who I am. And so I came back to Japan.
Are you going to go back to Australia soon and rediscover your Australian?
Yes, I'll love. I mean,
back to Hornsby.
Back to Hornsby.
That'd be really good.
Let's do that. Let's film it.
A low-budget Netflix series. Back to Hornsby. More questions. Do you think Japanese working culture has improved or still the same over the years?
It did. It improved a lot recently. There's a thing called work-life balance.
Yes.
That's something that everyone knows. And it's becoming a Japanese word. Work-life balance.
That's what. Yeah, it's literally that, isn't it? Work-life balance.
So meaning that just you put more respect or into your family matters, for instance, just spend more time with the family.
But do people still do ludicrous overtime in Japan, do you think?
Well, I mean, compared to companies in the UK, for instance, I think there are still many companies doing that. We call it black company, black company. Right?
Yeah. But I mean, that's like a legal sort of dodgy work, isn't it? I'd still say that generally in Japan, most people do overwork, and there is
what we call service zangyo. It's like serviced overtime work. I mean, services can mean free. So the people actually don't count that, don't put into the system, and just because I mean.
So why is that? It's because you want to look good to your superiors. You don't want to let your team down and sort of be the one.
Maybe not. You don't want to let team down. It's not like we want to be looked really good by the superior or anything. It's more like I need to get this thing done.
But isn't it like in Japan, people sort of see there's a much greater sense of responsibility behind your job and your role.
Yes.
Whereas in the UK, it's like, I get my money, I go home, fuck off. And whereas in Japan, I feel like there is this is my sort of...
Have you heard the word ikigai?
Yeah.
That is becoming like an English word recently. Yeah. People actually, the ikigai is like something that you live for.
I can't help but think it's a little bit overblown, ikigai.
Oh, it is. But anyway, so that's it's more like to make your life, purpose. And then for many Japanese people, I guess, ikigai sometimes is work.
What's your
for many people? My ikigai? To eat.
No, it's not. Your ikigai is to get more people coming to talk.
Yeah, okay, but the reason why I came back to Japan and then start my company is because when you work in Tokyo, right, you get more money. Automatically, chances are that your company would be more successful than starting your company in somewhere else, like in Sendai, for instance. But I wanted to do that in Sendai to kind of make what's happening in Tokyo realized in the rural areas. For instance, in Tokyo, you earn, like 10 million yen per year or something.
Right.
And here it will be like half. It will be the average.
But it's also a lot cheaper.
Exactly. But I wanted to do the same kind of thing, earn as much in rural areas. So because right.
And did you do that? Are you rich now?
No, what I'm saying is that my staff as well, right? I mean, not because I started a company, I hire staff, and my staff are not that level yet. So that's something that I want to realize.
So you brought economic prosperity to Sendai.
Yeah, to Sendai or Tohoku area itself, so that people, because we're like only half an hour to the sea and half an hour to the mountains, that you can do the skiing and snowboarding, whatever. In Tokyo, it takes us bloody 6 hours, 7 hours to Niigata, and then you don't want to do that. But that's why I want to do the business here and earn as much as Tokyo, and then just enjoy the niche that we've got here.
Do you think you overwork?
Well, see, that when you actually run a company, that's the same, right? When you run a company, like that, your private or your work and the private life can combines.
Yeah.
Especially when you're in tourism.
I mean, I can do 7-day work week, and I do, but I don't have kids like you do. So
Well, sure.
It might be a tighter,
Yeah,
a bit of
sure,
a balance
sure.
here.
But I mean, for instance, like when you're eating the bear shabu shabu and then filming, it is filming, but at the same time you're enjoying it at the same time, right?
Yeah,
kind of like that. And
eating the bear hot pot certainly wasn't an experience.
But you're right. I mean, for instance, on the weekend, right? I'm not right now because my the first son is playing baseball in the team, so I need to actually go with them like every time, every game to help.
You're not going to be that movie dad who's like, I'll be there, son, and then you don't make it.
Not that. But I'm actually, I'm using my camera that I use for YouTube. I bought for YouTube to actually shoot all the baseball players. The
I
kids.
don't like that. It's not tax deductible for using it for personal use. You get to force Chris to go somewhere in Japan against his will. Where is it and why?
Against your will.
Gym. Gold's Gym.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Gold Gym, and then instructed by the most muscular guy in the whole world.
I mean, that sounds kind of fun, actually. Is it Nicholas Pettas?
Oh yeah, that would be nice.
We got another question.
Yeah.
Can you do a backflip?
No.
Okay. What makes Chris a good, long-lasting friend? That's an actual question.
What?
Michael Peretta.
What makes Chris long-lasting?
A good, long-lasting friend.
Is it? Are you?
I think so. How long ago? This is our 10-year anniversary.
True.
I first
10 years.
spoke to you 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's right. In 2015.
It would have been like July 2015.
Yeah, something like that.
I was here in Sendai. I went out for dinner, and my friend was like, "You've got to meet this guy Ryotaro.
Yeah.
He's interesting, I think." And then you couldn't make the dinner, so they called you and then put me on the phone to you.
Remember that?
And you're like, "Sorry, I can't be there, mate." And I was like, I was genuinely like, "Oh wow, this is the first Japanese person I've met who just sounds like a bloke from London." Yeah. It sounds like he's from Bayswater. What is this? It sounds like he's been reading Time Out magazine. What makes a good, long-lasting friendship?
Oh wait, I could tell that easily.
What?
Whenever
Financial
financial
benefit.
benefit. Whenever you go out, right? Whenever you go out, and whenever you wake up, I would say, just to make sure that to make have yourself drink 2 cups of coffee.
Right.
That makes it long-lasting friends.
There you go. I don't get it.
Because I mean, otherwise, if you don't drink 2 cups of coffee like in every morning, you just act like
I'd say
upset all the time. Like, oh, why do I have to do this? It's like, just.
I'll say I'm very lucky that a lot of my closest friends are people I work with and do stuff with, right? And have a sense of, I don't know, purpose to some extent. I like that, like we had a sense of purpose promoting Tohoku.
True.
I've been writing about that in the book a little bit, like how after I finished teaching, I didn't know what to do with my life. I didn't know what I was going in. Coming here to Sendai, promoting Tohoku was really, like,
not
after
only,
the earthquake in Tsunami.
Yeah, not only financial benefit.
No, well, there wasn't much financial benefit, but there was a lot of fun. And
yeah.
But I feel lucky that a lot of my friends are people I get to work with, or people that make me laugh.
And also, like,
Sometimes Ryotaro makes me laugh.
To me, like, it was always been interesting. I mean, it was always, I felt really happy to show you the places that I thought would be nice.
Yeah.
To, like, some new place that you never see, that I only knew. to actually show you, and not only to show you, but I mean, have you film it so that whole world can watch it. Watch whatever
Yes.
I thought it was really nice.
Yeah, you're very good at identifying the places that were sort of unique and interesting that a lot of people I think would have skipped over. So,
Yeah.
well done, well done. So that's the answer. That's the long-winded answer to what makes a long-lasting friendship.
Coffee, cups of coffee. Yeah.
What are your fears for Japan in the future? So we sort of touched upon
With
it a bit in the last episode.
Yeah, last episode.
What are your
Or just,
fears?
I mean, the fears are the people not liking, I don't know, people closing their heart to the world. That's what I fear. Because I mean,
well, we've already seen that in a sense where people are not traveling overseas as much, or where
yeah, I mean,
studying
two sides, right? People not traveling at all,
overseas.
and then people are coming to live, and people are coming for tourism, and then because people are so closed mentally, so that people are like so, say again, anxious or concerned about people coming in and then, you know, enjoy Japan, but for their perspective, it's like foreigners again.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the kind of the not tendency, but that's kind of the little of the how to say it, phenomena.
Well, we touched upon this
Yeah.
again last week, how a lot of Japan's issues, and there are many with depopulation and economics, there's no silver bullet, there's no way to fix the country, right?
Yeah.
And I worry that politically, it'd be a lot easier to be like, they're to blame, and unite the country and find someone. And that's just the playbook politically around the world, right?
Yeah.
That you find someone, you unite people behind, and you go, it's their fault, it's their fault. You know, whereas it's just mind-boggling that we live in a world where there's people that
Yeah.
have like $200-300 billion and can buy Venice for their wedding. And I think that's a bit more of an issue to some extent.
Yeah, so that's what I'm worried about the most right now in Japan. I mean, I want people to be tolerant. That's what it is. Not maybe not too much, but at least, you know, just open their eyes and then look at the world. I mean, so what I always tell them to be able to travel, just go out of the country,
Yeah.
see other things, meet people. That's what they would. I want them to do.
Absolutely. That's a good message. What can I see on a 2-hour layover in Shinagawa?
It's Shinagawa. What's the
Sony headquarters, you could look at it.
Microsoft is there?
The Sony big cube building.
Well, I mean, in Konan entrance in Shinagawa, and that side is still like there are many like izakayas. There's like one district
I
in
had
Konaguchi.
olive wagyu beef in a restaurant there last time. I did a video with a friend of mine.
But Olive Wagyu is from Kagawa.
Yeah, but there was like the one restaurant that like served it and take
Oh,
it
really?
in
Oh,
that neck of
seriously?
the woods in Shinagawa. And this is where the cows are fed lots of olives, and it's said to be the most delicious, tasty wagyu.
Really?
And it was fucking good. To be fair, the olives. So do that. Get some olive wagyu and get back on the plane. Back on the plane. What are the best running and cycling areas or places, tracks, roads, and trails that you recommend in Japan?
Cycling,
Cycling or walking?
walking. I mean, it really
Any
depends,
outdoor
right? I mean,
activities.
cycling, obviously. I mean, I don't know, if you're into cycling, you must have heard of Shimanami Kaido. It's always
Shimanami
nice.
Kaido.
It's definitely always nice.
I really want to. I've cycled bits of it, but I really want to circumnavigate Lake Biwa, the largest freshwater lake in Japan. It's near Kyoto, right?
You want to do the round?
Yeah, I've done half of it.
Okay.
And it's a beautiful area because it's kind of flat.
Right.
It's not too difficult. But the lake is really beautiful. The water's incredible. You've got
Right.
the Shirahige shrine in the water, which is kind of like a Itsukushima-esque sort of shrine floating. And that would be lovely to cycle around.
Wow.
You know. But also we talked about last time Michinoku Trail.
A Michinoku Trail. I mean, it's not
Walking.
really walking wise, yes.
I mean, that would
very
take.
nice.
How long would it take to walk?
1,000 kilometers.
1,000 kilometers.
You don't do that in one run.
It'll be a
That's it.
month.
Yeah, but you need a month. So like,
When I was doing a cycle with Connor a few years ago, our first one in Hokkaido,
Yeah.
we met a guy, he was walking from Wakkanai to Kagoshima. And he was like in a field. He was like, I'm making my way. And
in Japanese or
no,
No, okay.
I can't remember where he's from. Somewhere in Eastern Europe, I think. Lovely guy. And he made it. I think he messaged me on Instagram and he's like, I've done it. You know.
Nice. I mean, was it cycling and walking?
Walk the whole country.
Cycling in Hokkaido is nice, actually.
It was, and I think
You've done it, but it's a miserable day. I saw that.
but the first ever cycle from Wakkanai to Hakodate
Okay.
was incredible. Actually, that sort of 8 days. I think it took 7 or 8 days, and it was genuinely an incredible journey that I would love to do again. Don't know if I will, but I'd recommend
I
that.
don't know if you will, and you won't.
Why might do another cycle? Well, not really, I just don't know if I do that route again. Where do I go to see the most important moments in Japanese history? That's a really good question.
Most important moment in Japanese history. Aizu Wakamatsu.
Yes, that's a good point. Yeah,
Aizu Wakamatsu.
Fukushima.
That's end of samurai era. That ended.
It was the last battle, wasn't it, between those supporting the emperor and those
supporting the
shogunate.
new government, shogunate. Yeah.
And there was a showdown there,
Yeah, that's it.
and lots of young folks died. Right?
Yeah.
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 It's good because they thought their battle had already prematurely lost, and it was pretty bad. But there's also you've got the Hiroshima.
Oh, Hiroshima
Museum,
moment.
moment. The atomic bomb museum is essential viewing.
Yeah. When you come to Japan, definitely is.
I still get kind of mind blown when I stand in front of the A-bomb dome, the Genbaku dome,
Dome.
which is the old kind of music hall. Was it music hall?
Was it musical? Was it? Yeah, I just
Still
call
like
it,
1910s and
dome. I call it. So I
But
don't
it's
know
this structure that was a few hundred meters beneath the first atomic bomb used in a war. So it's kind of trippy, just standing there, right, and seeing that.
That's good.
For me, that's quite big.
Yeah, and also if I have to add some more than I say one, just to realize the Japanese people is not one tribe or one people. I would say the Upapoi, for Ainu culture, and also the Shuri Castle, Okinawa.
Shuri Castle.
Yeah, it got burned, but they're rebuilding it. They're finishing it now.
fantastic.
So
Okay.
therefore, I mean, when you hear Japan or Japanese people, you kind of think of kind of one culture, one mono. It's not.
No.
We are diverse as well.
I mean,
so,
is there three essentially?
it's
Ainu
more.
in Hokkaido,
And we
mainland Japan,
Tohoku.
Ryukyu Kingdom.
we Tohoku used to be the Obuska country before,
Wow.
and our king
Where?
was called Aterui.
When was this?
This you're talking about year 600 and 700.
And you were there when it was happening, right?
Yeah. How did you know that? But anyway, so our culture is diverse as well, so I just witnessed that.
Since Ryotaro is named after my favourite dish, I was wondering what is his favourite Japanese dish? Says Tim.
Oh yeah, easy. If I have to die tomorrow, my dinner, my last supper will be tonkatsu.
Oh, that's a good shout, actually. Yeah. We did a nice dish at the moment, and there's in the basement. There's what's it called? The tonkatsu restaurant. I can never remember the name of it. But it's really good, and I go there without fail before I get the train.
Really? Which one is that?
Like Saboten, maybe. Saboten.
But that's a brilliant franchise.
It's a that's a bloody
It's
franchise.
everywhere.
It is, but it's a good one. Yes, there's good independent shops around Sendai, but if the franchise does it good,
It's like you're just telling the world that Famichiki in Tender Station is the best in the whole world.
well, it is. It is. That's a good question. Tonkatsu.
Tonkatsu, yeah.
It's quite a hearty dish.
Yeah, it is. I mean, when you talk about Japanese cuisine, people always talk about
Sushi
beef,
ramen.
and then you introduce chicken into it, right? Yakitori, right? you love chicken, I know that.
That's good.
But to me, pork, Japanese pork, you try that tonkatsu.
I think for me it would be yakitori.
Yeah, I knew.
Yeah.
You don't have to say
Lots
that.
of skewers. Because if it was my last supper, I'd eat the skewers really slowly. I'm just gonna take a bit longer to eat the skewer. Let's keep alive. What's your opinion of Hokkaido, specifically Sapporo? It's good, right? It's very good.
Good. My impression of Sapporo: food, sushi, cheese, ramen, Genghis Khan.
Yeah, I'm writing the Hokkaido chapter in my book at the moment, and I'm sort of starting with Sapporo, and it's just Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan.
Lamb, mutton, barbecue, have that. And it was interesting. I contrasted the Genghis Khan lamb, mutton, barbecue of Hokkaido with the one up the road in Tono.
Okay.
Iwate.
Right.
And how Tono's we invented it, but they probably didn't. And their variation of it is the bucket. And I told Pete Dalton
It's the whole
about it,
style of it. Yeah,
where you eat the lamb mutton chop off like a bucket.
On the bucket. Yeah.
Hey, take it with you. It's genius. To be fair, they've won. They've won. Yeah, what do you think though? Hokkaido Sapporo.
The Sapporo, just food. I mean, I go there for food. I mean,
When was the last time you were there?
2 weeks ago.
Jeez. Really?
Yeah, seriously.
What were you doing?
I was having Genghis Khan. No, recently, okay, only for you guys, right, who are listening to this. Right now, Genghis Khan, normally you actually dip into the sauce, right?
Yeah.
It's all soaked into the sauce or whatever.
Yeah.
But right now, the salted Shio Genghis Khan is something that is becoming a trend.
Oh.
So when you actually see Shio, the salted Genghis Khan, just try that. And it was really nice.
You're going to make me hungry.
Yeah,
You can't keep talking about it. What's your favourite I almost killed Chris moment?
Oh yeah.
I mean-
Ishigaki.
Ishigaki. Oh, yeah.
Ishigaki, I destroyed your ear.
That was the least dangerous, but the only time I've actually got physically injured.
True.
Where Ryotaro booked a water sports spectacular.
Experience.
It was like the pound shop, dollar store people. Like the guys that were doing it are really sketchy. I don't know where you found it.
I met them again.
Oh my god.
I went to I went with the family, right? We did some like banana boat stuff, and like he was there. I was like, oh hello. I was like, oh you again.
No. Like they were pretty dodgy. Like there was one moment, and I think it's in the video, where Natsuki's holding on to the rubber ring as it's being tugged along the bay, and they swing it round, and Natsuki's legs nearly smash onto the engine of the stationary boat that everyone else was on, like, you know, Joey and yourself, you were standing there. And Natsuki's legs were less than a foot away from colliding with the engine of the boat at like 30 miles an hour.
The thing
Would have
was
been like,
right?
Natsuki's legs would have been like ripped clean off. It's pretty
Yeah, I
wild.
know. Well, I think that's like the guy was like, obviously we told them that we were filming, right? And I think they kind of over.
Oh, let's decapitate them then. Yeah, let's decapitate them. That was but the scariest was either the cliff
in Mie. Yeah, I still remember that. That cliff was like,
fucked.
yeah.
Like you have to use like a chain to pull yourself up, but the chain was really ragged and rusty and slippery.
I asked the Mie people, the prefecture people, right, or city people, whatever. Like, you know, do we have to like bring our like the shoes or whatever? And I was like, oh, stop, just come with the sneakers or whatever. And we did. It was fucking cliff.
I brought out my Sunday best, my best. You know, I was not prepared. And then there was the ski experience through the snow that
we almost lost.
we almost got lost up
in
a blizzard.
In a blizzard.
2,000 meters.
In Sao.
In uncompacted snow. Fucking terror. That was the scariest for me, by far. What's the most boring prefecture in Japan? Says Shane.
Oh, I shouldn't say that. Right?
You can't read it.
No, it's like, oh, no. I have some
He's
in
the
my
travel
mind.
consultant.
I have some in my mind, which is
What?
They're not going to invite me anymore.
Like Ibaraki.
Ibaraki is nice. Ibaraki is, I like Ibaraki actually.
So I did a video on Ibaraki, and it was like a tourist funded by Ibaraki, tourist funded video, and I was like, the best angle here is to hit the nail on the head, because Ibaraki is frequently rated as like the most undesirable
47th.
47th, like
least actually, whatever.
Yeah, and I was like, we should just point that out. And so I made that the crux of the video. The video is called like, I Went to Japan's like worst place or something. But I thought at least the stuff in Ibaraki will make it look good. And then I had like, and then I had a fucking onsen experience, like a hot spring, but it was in a metal tub. It was in a barrel, a fucking barrel. They lit with like logs, and they couldn't heat it up because they didn't have enough heat. And then I got in the barrel, and I nearly suffocated because the smoke coming from the flames was really bad, and I couldn't get out of the barrel. And so I was like, this isn't doing Ibaraki.
It sounds like how you get executed in Europe or something back in medieval era.
It felt like Guantanamo Ibaraki. And then I went to like a soba restaurant, soba museum, to make soba noodles. And there's an old man there. He was initially friendly, and he was like, make it like this, cut it like. And I started like, cutting the soba. And he was like, no, and he kept like moving me out the way to do it himself, because he just couldn't accept the way
anyone else.
So that was kind of awkward. And so like he had this like a series of events that didn't make the Ibaraki look particularly good. So I wonder, but
Oh, but
Ibaraki-
you actually talked about the least. It showed how the Ibaraki being the 47th, the least.
We had some fun times out. Charlotte was there, and we had a nice place to stay the night with what do you call it? Like a
The what's that? The camping thing.
we had like a glamping.
Glamping
thing.
thing. Yeah.
There was some good bits. We had like canoeing, kayaking, but you can get the stuff in other prefectures.
Yeah. See, that's the hardest part. Is it? It's when 47. We all 47 prefecture competing each other to become most popular.
So what's your most boring prefecture?
No, I'm not gonna say that.
You got to say, come on, this is what we got you on.
Miyagi.
No. I'm sure they won't mind.
No. I'm not gonna say that. No.
Where is it? Whereabouts is it?
No. It's in the west.
In the west.
Saga.
Saga. Saga.
No.
Shimano.
No, it's not.
Tottori.
It's not.
Fuck. All right.
You're naming the ones that you think. That is.
I mean, Saga is all right, but it's very
Simulated.
small and there's not that much there really.
Saga is quite popular with how you say it, the
Pottery.
the pottery. Yeah. Really expensive potteries.
Having trouble writing that section of the book. What's the biggest obstacle and challenge Japan is facing and needs to overcome?
Immigration.
Immigration
and people coming to Japan after watching abroad in Japan.
Yeah. And the tea population. What's the secret to Ryotaro's ancient age?
Oh,
How old are you? 52?
I just turned 52. Yeah, 3 days ago.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you.
I'm taking Ryotaro out for dinner.
Oh,
after
yeah.
this. That's his belated birthday gift. Yeah, well, how do you stay healthy? You seem pretty healthy generally.
Yeah,
Generally.
kind of. But I eat junk food though. A lot of burgers and ramen and stuff like that. I love it too. But I don't know.
I think the secret to your success is positive attitude. You always seem very happy and positive. I never see you go, oh, I'm sad. Like you always...
that burns a lot of calories. Yeah.
Yes, that's how you stay
Being
fit.
optimistic.
Do you know who left the shoe on the GU sign at Lost? Lost Bar.
Yeah.
You've seen the GU sign? There's a shoe on it.
Oh really?
Oh,
I never saw that.
There's even an Instagram page.
Was
for
it?
Somebody threw a shoe on the GU sign and it just sits there on the G.
Oh, must be an American guy.
It's
No, just you see that like
There's Americans. A British person would never do such a thing ever.
No, it's just like when I was in high school, those toilet papers on the trees and stuff like that.
right.
Americans tend to throw things in the
Really?
tree.
It's a different way of life in Seattle, where you ended up. What are your fears? Oh, fucking, these are all so doom-mongering. Fears for Japan.
Abroad in Japan influence, that's what it is. That's what I fear. What is it? What's next?
What is the best railway journey in Japan that you've taken? It's quite an interesting one. Best railway journey. I'm trying to think off the top of my head what it might be. I know, it would probably be, there's a route that goes around the coastline of Shikoku on the inland sea side.
That's between
Matsuyama and...
that actually starts from Okayama and then goes through Kochi and then goes to Ehime. That's what it is. That's coastal line. I think you're looking at Pacific Ocean on the left.
No, I'm talking about the one that goes from Matsuyama to Kagawa. It just basically follows the inland sea route.
Yeah, this one. Oh, okay.
And it goes across.
Satoshi.
And
Okay,
the Shikoku coastline's stunning because
it is stunning.
on the inland seaside, because you've got the sea, but you've got lots of islands, hundreds of islands out to sea. So in the way you look, there's some beautiful silhouette of a mountain or an island in the distance. So I really like that area. What about you?
Toyama? The train. I mean, not the Shinkansen, but like local train. And you actually, it has to be sunny there though. You can see Tateyama mountain range on the side. And that is. It's not the ordinary train. It's like a little local trains, small trains that actually connects from Toyama city to Himi city.
Yeah. Toyama, it's got an incredible view from the city because it's got some of the tallest mountains in Japan behind it. And
a sea, and the distance between the sea and the city and the mountain is so close to each other. So together the scenery is amazing.
Need to spend more time in Toyama myself. All I've ever done is eat black ramen. That's basically it.
Their sushi is quite famous actually.
What's better in the UK than Japan?
What's better than pies?
Pies, fish and chips.
No.
Oh, yes,
What?
it is.
Chinese food. Definitely. Definitely.
Really?
I was in Hong Kong till like really recent, right? Until yesterday actually. I was eating Chinese food almost every day because I just love it. And then realized that the quality of the food that I was having in Hong Kong was so close to what I was exactly having in the UK, in London. It was so nice.
Chinese food in the UK is very different from actual Chinese food. Speaking from when I went to China, right? The food in China, there's great highs and great lows.
Well, the thing is, but I've been through it. I've been through it. It's like,
and also some of the best. Like the Peking duck was a revelation. It was so good in Beijing.
The food in China is like if you actually have good restaurants in the cities, chances are they're really good. But when you go to countryside, sometimes or many times, it just quality is not really as sure, and it's not really good for your stomach.
I won't forget seeing some animals being chopped up in real time on a farm. And I remember, and also in Beijing in the market, I remember there was scorpions on sticks, and I thought,
well, you could get that in Tokyo too.
Not like this though, because
it's worse.
You walk past and there's like multiple scorpions on sticks, and you think, oh, they're dead. And then you get near and they'll start moving, and you're like,
oh no, kidding.
And then
Seriously.
And then when somebody orders it, and it's not me because I didn't order it, they pick it up and deep fry it, and they just give it to you, and you're like, nah, no. So.
Yeah, no, it's Chinese food.
I mean, Peking duck's good.
Cantonese food in UK.
Right.
That was a lot better than Japan. That's
what does Ryotaro think is Japan's best kept secret that needs to be discovered more? The best kept secret.
Best kept secret. We've been doing a lot of best kept secret. There are no secrets anymore.
There is. I mean, like we've covered so many places like Aomori, Fukushima,
Sure.
But I do find still that a lot of people, most people don't go there. Whenever I go to Kitakata, for example, or Fukushima, which we've. It's been featured at least 2 videos we've done, and it's one of my favourite places. I love Kitakata, home of
soy sauce ramen.
So whenever I go there, I never see any folks that aren't Japanese. So I guess
not yet.
Go in there.
No.
Or Aizu Wakamatsu with the Sazaido temple.
Yeah, I mean there are, but not so much of the Western faces. I mean there are Taiwanese and the Asians, but not the ones who are watching about in Japan.
But where do you think is the best kept secret then?
Well, Tohoku in general it is, but okay, apart from Tohoku, because it's not fair because we are here and everything, but Eastern Hokkaido.
Yeah.
Eastern Hokkaido is something that people haven't been so much there yet and still not discovered, but it's a whole different kind of nature.
I got to really go there this year with the cycle.
Oh yeah.
We started obviously in...
Have you actually seen the actual drift ice?
I tried to.
Have you seen it?
You
tried to. You failed. Is that it?
In 2023.
Oh yeah, because it didn't come.
Did a series called Journey Across Japan, Frozen Frontiers, and the bit I was most excited about was getting the ship called, I think it was the Aurora.
Yeah.
From what's the name of the town?
The Abashiri.
And I was like, yeah, we're gonna see some drift ice. It's gonna be magical. And they were like, there's no drift ice today. It's tomorrow. And we were like, we got on the boat and it just went out into the sea. There was one piece of ice and the boat just turned and then just crashed through it. And everyone went, yeah. And it was just like, shit. It was crap.
Because this year, right, I'm actually helping to create this tour called Drift Ice Tour. Actually,
Freeze in the Sea tour.
No, actually, you're doing a kayaking in drift ice.
That sounds dangerous.
Yeah, well, it's not. There's a professional guidance. So anyway, Eastern Hokkaido is.
Can't wait to not do that. When does that tour run to and from? December till?
No. January to February.
Am I going to do it?
If you want. If you want.
If it wasn't you organising it, I might, but I'm still got flashbacks from the fucking skiing in the blizzard to death. The last question, Ryotaro, are you going to run for Prime Minister?
No.
No. We can't ask that after.
No.
No.
So we talked about it in last episode. Definitely no, because obviously, when you become not only a prime minister or anything, just when you become a politician in Japan, it's like
Boring,
No,
isn't it?
it's so boring.
There'll be like videos and photos of Ryotaro trying to eat an onigiri rice ball and going away
with the
place.
mess. We're like,
Look at him, he can't eat a sandwich.
Exactly.
Disgusting. Filth. But thank you so much as always.
Thank
Ryotaro.
you.
Thanks for joining us. It was a really interesting Q&A, man.
Yeah, thanks
good
very
fun.
much.
Thank you to
And
everyone that's sending their questions.
yeah, let's do this again.
Yeah, on Instagram. Do follow us. Or follow me. Not
Please follow me.
Broadly.
Follow me.
But I'm sure we'll see Ryotaro soon. He is in the upcoming Shikoku video.
Yes, and also on my channel as well, upcoming Ofunato video.
Watch that.
Watch
Are we
that.
doing anything before the end of the year? Have we got anything in the book? Anything planned?
Well, yeah, definitely. Let's do.
Oh
some-
shit, we do. Yeah, we actually
We do.
are, aren't we? In 2 weeks, we're filming a video.
Yeah, we are.
Ooh.
Yeah, we are. And I thought that if you do good, I think it's gonna be
If I
up.
do
If you do good, it's gonna be up. Hopefully, and by end of this year.
Yeah, it will be. I'm really excited about this video actually.
But see, that is something that's gonna be like that's off the beaten place.
Off
Best
the
kept
beaten
secret. Best kept secret. That place we are actually filming is gonna be best kept secret.
And I've been
for
wanting to
sure.
film in this place, and it is an island somewhere very secretive,
Just
far away.
Very.
I've been wanting to film there for many years, and
Yeah.
excited it's coming together. Bit worried the weather could fuck it all up.
I know. It's just
worried.
a bit worried because it means the October is always it's warring.
Yeah, bear in mind in October it does rain and there's storms and all sorts of things in Japan. But thank you again, Ryotaro.
Thank you.
And thanks as always, guys. We'll see you in the next one.